Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good day, um, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are all okay, you are all doing fine, especially during this movement control order or PKP. All right. However, UITM has decided to continue the semester by having online classes. So this is my lecture videos for our week 4, and also uh, I would like to there will be few parts, yeah, 3 parts actually, because I want these lecture videos to be uh, hopefully not more than 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll start off with the first part. Now, this week we are going to focus on two types of model of arguments. So we have what we call Toulmin model of arguments and Rogerian model of arguments. So the first part I will explain on Toulmin model of argument. Okay. All right. So basically, this is the content. Okay, now it's actually a method developed by Stephen Toulmin, who is a philosopher, and he came up with this idea, with this method on how to actually analyze an argument in a very structured manner. When we talk about structured manner, it reflects on the part that when you want to analyze something, you have to actually follow according to the criteria given. Okay, so hence that's the definition of Toulmin model of argument, and it includes 6 elements. Later we'll go through one by one. Yeah. So this model is it actually works well if there's no clear truth to an argument. So if, let's say, there's a dead end of an argument and no one is winning or losing, therefore you can actually utilize, or you can actually use this model in order to come up or to analyze the argument so that you can come to a conclusion of that argument. Or if, let's say, there's no absolute solution to a problem, all right, so everyone wants their own ways, so you come up with this, you use this model, this Stallman model of argument. Okay, now let us look at the 6 elements. Yeah. Number one, claims. So what is basically claim? A claim is a statement of opinion that the author is asking her or his audience to accept as true. Okay. And then the second element is grounds, the facts or data or reasoning upon which the claim is based. Essentially, the grounds are the facts making the case for the claim. Okay, so I am just going to read and explain, but briefly, very much briefly, because later when we look at the example, then perhaps you will understand better. All right, and then we have warrant, what links the grounds to the claim. This is what makes the audience understand how the grounds are connected to support the claim. Yeah. And then we have backing. It gives additional support for the claim by addressing different questions related to your claim. We also have qualifier. Qualifiers basically add strength to claims because they help the audience to understand the author does not expect her or his opinion to be true all the time. Okay, so it's just like letting people know that there is also a certainty that my claim is false. Okay, and rebuttal is where the author addresses other possibilities that could rebut your claim, that could say that your claim is otherwise. All right, so perhaps at this moment you don't quite understand how these 6 elements work, but if you have in mind right now that these are the six elements, that's good. That means when you want to do an analysis for using Toulmin's model of argument, you need to have all 6 elements. Now let us straight away look at the given example. Yeah. Now, let's just say that your claim here is there are dogs nearby. So basically, that's your claim. That is your claim. Your claim is there are dogs nearby. You are making a claim here. There are dogs nearby. Out of the blue, you're sitting with your friends. There are dogs nearby. And then what are your grounds? Your grounds is basically you hear a howling and barking in the distance. That's why you make this claim. So basically, your grounds is supporting your claims. Okay, your grounds are there to support your claim. So because you hear howling and barking in the distance, and that's why you're making the claim, and that is there are dogs nearby. And then of course you have warrant. Warrant is to it's like supporting your claim or supporting your your grounds, you know. It's more like supporting your grounds. Now when you hear howling nearby, you know that dogs are animals that bark and howl, and that's why you are actually making the claim, you know, because this is a general truth. You know for a fact that dogs and are animals that bark and howl. And to back that thing up, your backing would be you have experience before this seeing dogs wandering around your neighborhood. So before this, you have seen few dogs wandering around in your neighborhood. That's why, you know, it supports, it backs up your claim. And qualifier is, it's basically you are telling people that there's a bigger chance that there are dogs in the neighborhood. So upon looking at your claim, at your grounds, at your warrant, at your backing, this is qualifier is just to qualify the whole thing. And that is there's a bigger chance that there are dogs in the neighborhood. But also because your neighborhood is somewhat located near to you know, a small forest or perhaps a jungle. Therefore, to rebut your claim, that is to say the otherwise, unless you know there are wolves or coyotes around or nearby. Okay, because these two creatures also bark and howl. All right. So to sum up the so-called argument just now, as you can see here, this is the infographic. The claim is there are dogs nearby. The grounds is you hear howling and barking in the distance. And then you have warrant to support your grounds. Dogs are animals that bark and howl. And then you have backing to back up your warrant. That is, you have experience seeing dogs wandering around your neighborhood. Okay. Also, you have the qualifier, which stands in between grounds and claim because it is to qualify that the whole thing is sorry, the whole thing is in order. That means, you know, you have all the facts and everything to support your claim. But somewhere below your claim where you have your rebuttals, rebuttal is basically something that could also be the otherwise of your claim. Okay, so this whole thing is basically your analysis of an argument. So as you can see, it's quite structured. It's very much structured. You just need to fill in this whole thing when you want to analyze an argument. And your claim is, of course, your conclusion or the outcome of this analysis. Okay, so this is the first part of our lecture, that is Toulmin model of argument. Thank you.